Hello and welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yeah, I wasn't gonna initially do this live on YouTube. I wanted to do it on Instagram first. However, I don't know. Instagram said I didn't have a good enough internet connection, even though I did a speed test. And bouncing through Winnipeg, we were all systems go. So here we are. Yeah, I've tied this once before in the past, so let's not be too critical and we'll just see what happens here. It's been a while since I've tied one of these, and we're going to have another go at it. I've been really active and busy tying big flies, streamers, poppers, fish for my area. I don't really do much fishing with the small dry flies, but here we go. See if we can't pan that camera up just a bump for your viewing pleasure. All right, there we go. Royal Wulff, here we go. Like I said, I don't tie this often. I haven't tied it in a very long time, so this is why I'm calling it an attempt. This is not a full-fledged instructional purpose yet. Maybe we'll do a step-by-step and a fast-forward video on this someday, but for now we're just going to have fun tying it. We are doing this on a size 12 dry fly hook. This is a Moonlit ML052. I'm going to start this off with a Uni-Thread 8/0. Start this up there. Brand new spool. And this is not my usual 210 denier that I'm used to playing with, so we may or may not snap this off once or twice. Wouldn't be a good royal without the kip tail, calf tail. We'll just take a small wing section. And we'll run this, clean it, and then run it into our hair stacker. Where'd my scissors go? There they are. We'll just take a little snip off. And there's a lot of junk in there that gets kind of under hair. Under where? Under there. Alright, we'll clean that off. We want to align these tips. And the thing about calf tail is it's really kind of scraggly on the tips, so it doesn't want to stack the best or the greatest. I'm going to use my medium sized hair stacker. I'm not going to use the big or the little on account. I don't know where that little one is. The little brassies. Oh, I know where it is. Wife was using it, so we'll just take our calf tail right on out of there. We're going to tie this in tips facing forward. I'm going to leave myself about an eye's length behind that eye. And in fact, I know calf tail can be just a little slippery. So let's go ahead and just add a little touch of wax. Do that in 3D. Whoa. Just a little touch of wax. All right. Let's give this a try. All right. We're going to split that right down the middle. I'm going to trim that other end off there in just a minute. I want to split my wing first, because that's just going to get us a couple more extra wraps. There we go. All right, we'll address and clean up those wings here in just a moment. I'm going to get my sharp scissors. Trim that off. Add a little ramp. Add a ramp. All right. So let's go ahead and finish these posted wings. I'm going to actually just take a wrap or two around the wing. And same on this side. Ouch, that's a nice sharp hook. It's pretty big, but I think we kind of overdid our size on that. That's all right. Like I said, it's an attempt. I don't tie this often. All right. Next, we're gonna add some deer body here for our tail. And look at this. It's got some nice clean tail. I like those. Small little tail section, just a few fibers. Don't need to go too bananas with it. Give that a quick brush. I'm gonna actually grab my small hair snap. There we go. So we'll just take our small little section of deer body here. We'll just stack that in. And when we dropped it. That was a fail. When we tie this in, we don't want to get too much flare out of it. Looks pretty good. We'll just tie that in towards the rear. Yeah, I got some flare out of it, but not too bad. Not too bad. I'll go ahead and just trim the rest of that excess off. And now we can come in with our peacock herl. What do you say? There it is. I come in with two strands of peacock herl. It's pretty good. All right. Let's just go ahead and take some touching wraps, building up our little back end of peacock herl. And that'll work. Tie that down. All right. Now we're going to come in with some red floss. This is a 140 denier flat waxed. You know, we might want to do this with a 210. Build up a lot quicker. I just want to get that red little accent right there in the middle. I like it. That'll work. There we go. All right, let's grab some Coachman Brown Hackle. All right, check your watches. It's hackle time. Oop. Maybe we need to go with a little bit bigger hackle next time. A little bit bigger hackle, a little bit less wing. All right, we got somebody tuned in. I got a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. Who do we got out there? How you doing? Our good friend Sun Tao makes these look so easy. Not so easy, but makes them look so well done. All right. We got Brian. What's up? Happy hump day. Happy hump day. All right. This is a vain attempt at a Royal Wulff. Not the greatest, but this is our first attempt at this in quite some time. Even this style of fly. It's not really my forte, but we gotta keep at it. How's your weather up there? I'm sure you guys are still getting pretty slammed. We got hit with some snow, and then we got a good amount of rain coming. It's supposed to start storming. Everything's melting and just kind of going bananas. All right, so there's a poorly portioned Royal Wulff. I don't have my black background with me today right now. We need to post those up just a little bit higher, a little bit smaller. I think the rest of it looks pretty good. And we're going to switch our our red thread from a 110 to a 220. Or 210. 140 to 210. That way it's a little bit more flossy, if you know what I mean. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this bobbin threaded. I don't know what you guys use for your bobbin threaders. This is it right here. Just drop it in. Feed it through. Just like that. All right, let's try this again from the top. You need a I think it's one of the best tools for the job. A little bobbin threader. It works just so phenomenally well. All right. Here we go. Size 12. All right, let's give this a try. A-dot. A little small for me. We got some smaller stuff coming. You know, first attempt at this, I snapped off my thread first thing, Johnny on the spot. Let's go ahead and get our calf tail. Some good stuff here. We need to keep our wing just a touch smaller this time. Oh, it's not smaller, but shorter. A little shorter wing. Really clean that out. All right, we'll run this into the hair stacker. Tips down. And the tips are pretty scraggly, so there's always going to be a little bit of resistance, but we did manage to get a little bit of movement out of that. All right, we're going to pull out some of those excessively long ones. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Before I go too far, let's wax our thread. I always like to add a touch of wax when I'm working with this calf tail. It is slippery, as you just saw. The whole thing just slid on me. I'm scared to put tension on this thread. Let's try that again. Here we go. All right, we'll split that wing into two. Give it a couple crude, quick cross wraps just to get that initial split. All right, now before we go to bananas, let's go ahead and trim off our butt sections. We'll do that at an angle. There we go. I'll give those a whoop. Give our bobbin a little forward spin. That's going to help us out there. I'll give each wing a little post. There we go. I'm digging that. I bet you what I could do is just take a little bit of black. Maybe we can add that. There we go. Does that help? We'll just do that. We are adjusting a lot of, maybe a little too much light. Maybe we'll go a little more down light. There we go. All right. Now let's add our tail. Just a little bit of deer hair, a little natural deer. And just like before, it's just coming in just a little too hot. There we go. A little too hot, a little too close. We'll get it figured out someday. All right, let's go ahead and stack this in our tiny little stacker tips down. And let's go ahead and peel about half of that out. You know what, I'm just going to save that back into the stacker. Whoa, that's what happens when we rest it. I need to tighten that up. Get the Allen wrench out. I can't see behind that. There we go. You guys lose the wing, but we gain everything else. It's a tough fight. Unless maybe we went with a pink background. Yeah, that works out pretty good. All right, let's move on. Peacock Hurl City. Let's go down to Peacock Hurl Town and we'll grab, I like just using 2. 2 strands. 1 is too fragile. 2 gives it something to hold on to. 3 might be too many, and 4 is just way too much. We'll do our rear. Give them just a little bit of a twist. All right. Let's come in with our red. Now we're using a 210 denier flat wax, Danville's flat wax thread. This should build up pretty good, pretty quick. That'll work. That'll work. We're getting there. Forward progression. Let's grab ourselves a hackle. You know what that means? It's hackle time. A little bit beefier on this hackle, a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. The scissors are going to get replaced this weekend. This weekend, if you are in the Minnesota area, you will know that we are holding the Great Waters Fly Fishing Expo at Hamline University. And I will be in attendance at the Project Healing Waters booth. So if you're around, say hi. All right, let's. Where'd my other hackle pliers go? I don't even know why I'm using these ones. I like these ones just a lot better. Boom. All right. 3-4 wraps at the rear. And I'll take a few wraps up front. I think that's it. That one came out a lot cleaner. Not going to win any competitions, but that's not what that's about. Let's go ahead and add just the tiniest little drop of head cement up front. Just a little dab of bone dry. And that's it. Alrighty. Well, we're going to leave it at that. Brian, thank you so much for tuning in. Always a pleasure seeing you on board on these live streams. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did. Maybe a little bit shorter on the wings, maybe. I don't know. Where's my reference? Yeah, not too bad. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll keep working at it. All right. Until next time, happy tying. Tight lines. Peace.